I've never really been into, and the reason is, to me, it's all an affectation. It's all sort of like just a way to say, hey, I'm not gay, or hey, it's just, to me, it's no different than a black person being all like, yo, 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 or, you know what I mean? It's like the white version of that to me. It's the same thing.
I don't know. Plus, they come off as very cocky.
Well, yeah, they do, but they like that,
like
though.
that.
I guess I don't know. I don't like that.
I don't like cocky, arrogant guys.
I don't either. Me either.
That's the quickest way to get your ass cussed out by me. So that don't work. No, that does not work for me. So moving on to other things. Okay, now I didn't hear about this, but someone please explain this to me, and I want to add my 2 cents to this. So the lesbian that got kicked out the bathroom.
Yes. Did y'all see this video?
No.
Oh my God.
It's a lesbian?
Yeah. What happened is, okay, in Texas, and also Mississippi or somewhere else, they have that law that says if you're not the sex that you were born as, you can't use that bathroom. You know what I mean? And they did that to keep transgender people out of bathrooms that were, that would coincide with their identity. So anyway, they had this lesbian, this very it was in North Carolina actually, masculine looking, kind of butch lesbian, and not butch like in the like dyke sense, but butch in like the boy. She's boyish looking, and she is trying to use the bathroom, and a cop comes up to her and says, an officer comes up to her and says, you can't use that bathroom. And she's like, why not? Because you're not a woman. She's like, I'm a lesbian and I am a woman. And her friends were saying she's a lesbian, and they were just screaming at her and telling her you can't do this. And anyway, they put her hands behind her back and everything else, going to arrest her and say, do you have ID on you? She's like, no, I don't have ID on me. She's like, well, then you can't use the bathroom and get the fuck out, basically. And they kicked her out and they wouldn't let her use the bathroom. All because they were afraid of a transgender person possibly using a bathroom that matches their identity. So this is a woman. This is the result of this. An actual woman wants to use the bathroom that's set up for females, and she can't because they determine that she's not really a woman. So yeah,
she sues that police department.
Oh yes, and it's on video. It's all on video, so you can see what happened.
But why is it that this shit only happens in the obvious states, such as Texas, North Carolina, Mississippi, Florida?
What do you mean, why?
Southern states. Like, you never hear this happening in, like, Maine.
Well, nothing happens in Maine. Nothing happens in Maine anyway.
Colorado. You never hear this happening in Montana.
Because
it's always, like, the obvious states.
Because that's where this shit kind of happens the most, I think. I think that's where people are the most racist, the most homophobic, the most closed-minded. So it makes sense that it would happen in those states, So
right, it's a really sad situation. So where did this happen at again?
North Carolina, Salem.
So is there are they pressing legal action or what? Or
well, I don't know. It just happened yesterday, so I don't know what the results are. But I just know that they were pissed and
viral, and of course,
and of course, I would too. Fuck that. Fuck them. And now for me, if that happened to me and I looked like a girl and I was a guy and somebody said, "Oh, you can't go in the bathroom because you're a girl" or whatever, I would be like, I would really be a fighting bitch about it. Fuck you, bitch, and I'd walk in there anyway. That's me. That's just me. But I mean, I don't care if it's a cop or whatever because I know my fucking rights. So fuck you. And I know I've got a dick. I mean, well, in that case, I'd need to have a dick so I can show them my dick if they need to see it, whatever. But I'm just saying that they have no right to do that and to make somebody, because it's your fucking right to use the goddamn bathroom. You need to use the bathroom. Fuck them. I'm sorry. It pisses me off. It just pisses me off.
It really does. I mean, well, then I thought about when you say you pull out your dick, but then if you do that, they may charge you with indecent exposure. So you may not want that to happen either.
I didn't think about that. See, didn't even think that. Did not even occur to me. Seriously, I'm just thinking about fucking proving them wrong. That's all I care about.
Yeah, and then before you know it, you'll be convicted sex offender.
Oh my God, you're so right. See, I don't think things through. I just act on my impulses. But well, what can I say?
So I hope. Have we heard anything else since this has happened?
No, it just happened yesterday.
Okay, so I'm sure she's going to sue the police department. But we need to follow up on this story because I'm interested to know what the hell is going to happen after this.
We should.
So Let us know how you think about that. Moving on to other stuff. Um, this is something that I noticed over the weekend.
Okay.
Actually, that was two things, but I'm going to explain one, and we'll go to something else, and then come back. So, here's my situation. I'm a non-smoker, okay?
Mhm.
Never
Me
smoked a
too.
cigarette. And I think I tried smoking a cigarette once when I was like 17. When I did, I thought I was going to die.
Hard.
Yeah, it was like choking. Like I thought I was going to need an oxygen tank after I tried smoking a cigarette. But here's my thing. Now I noticed there are a lot of men and women who are under the age of 40 that smoke actual cigarettes. Now here's a problem that I personally have with this. Why do you want to smoke an actual cigarette when you have so many other options that are less harmful for your body?
Mhm.
But you yet go to the store and buy a pack of Camel or a pack of Marlboro and smoke it when you can get an e-cigarette, which is it gives you the same effect, but it doesn't have all the toxins like actual cigarettes do,
Mhm.
and that type of thing. And I'm gonna also tell you why I give people 40 and over a pass on smoking an actual cigarette, because back in the day, when my parents or whoever were growing up, that's all they had were actual cigarettes. So I mean, that's just a bad habit that they just grew up with, and they just don't want to change, and that's just a bad habit of theirs, and that's all fine, well and good. But my thing is that I don't understand how you are 19 years old and going to the store talking about you need a pack of Marlboro Lights,
Mm-hmm.
and you smoking and smoking and smoking away after they have these big ass signs that always say smoking causes cancer, smoking causes this, smoking causes that, and yet these hoes continue to light up every day. I don't understand.
It's called addiction. People are addicted to
But
cigarettes.
but you can get the same nicotine high off of smoking an e-cigarette. That's why a lot of people are starting to.
You can get the
Sorry.
same nicotine high off of an e-cigarette?
From what I've been told, I don't know, but from what I've been told, if you go to the smoke shops, they have the liquid that has about the same amount of nicotine that's in a cigarette. The only difference is that it doesn't release all those harmful toxins from the smoke and all that type of stuff, because it's mainly water vapor. It's not actual smoke. So I don't know. I mean, as a non-smoker, I'm just like, it kind of makes me just want to turn my head to the side and be like,
So your question, you're confused about why people continue to smoke when they have another alternative besides nicotine?
If you're under the age of 40, yes.
Over the age of 40. Oh, so you're saying people over the age of 40 should know better, basically?
No. People under the age of 40
Oh,
should know
under the age of 40. Oh, okay.
Yes. What I'm saying is, why is
Because-
a 19-year-old buying cigarettes when they have other options that are quote unquote healthier, if you want to call it that?
I don't think it looks as
But-
cool to smoke an e-cigarette. First of all, I think it looks kind of douchey, personally. And no offense to anybody who smokes them, but I also so I think that's part of. I think part of the reason people smoke is not just. It's not the reason they start to smoke. Also, is because it's not just the high, which isn't really much of one from a cigarette. It's also the cool factor, or they're tough, or they're cool because they smoke, and they're kind of edgy or whatever. It gives them an edge to smoke. They probably have tattoos and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's like it's a whole persona thing. I think when you're under,
Or it's like the
cigarettes.
Or it's like the hand to mouth thing. Like once you do it for so long, you just become
need the
in
motion.
the motions of the hand to mouth
motion
kind of
memory.
thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think it's just a habit. Yeah, Jason. I think people just
And
get
then
addicted.
exactly, and then I work with coworkers who smoke. And why do these bitches take a break every hour? It's like,
Uh-huh.
okay, I'm looking for so and so. Where are they? Oh, they went on a cigarette break. Okay.
Okay,
by
well,
the
can
time-
I get a 10? Can I get
Don't
a
you
10?
get his
No.
break? Exactly. Fuck that.
Exactly.
Tell me you want to
And
take a
then-
heroin break. God, see what they say. No, I'm kidding.
I should.
I'm
I
serious.
should do that. But then here's my next thing. The people that smoke now outside where I work, they have a cigarette butt dispenser where you drop the cigarette butt off into the. It's like a cigarette extinguisher. Or
I know
whatever
what
it
you're
is. I
talking
don't-
about. Yes. Uh-huh.
But it's like this long thing, and it's like a long, narrow tube looking thing, and you drop it in there, and it's supposed to extinguish the butts.
Right.
Why is it that instead of just throwing it down there like a normal person would, they flick it off in the grass, they flick it on the ground, and that type of thing. Now I'm walking through. I done stepped on about 6 cigarette butts. I done fucked around and got cancer of the feet because these hoes sit there and decide to just flick cigarette butts all over the place. One day I think someone even didn't put it out all the way, and the grass started burning outside.
Yeah,
and it's just like, yo, come on! Like, you already have a bad habit. Now you got even more bad habits, just flicking them everywhere, and it's so nasty. And then that, not to mention that stanky ass smoke. I can't deal with y'all. I can't.
So dating a smoker for you is off the table.
Off limits, baby.
Well, I do think you have a good point. And if you look at the statistics of it, smoking has gone down quite a bit, especially in millennials. And I think a lot of it has to do with just kind of knowing what's in cigarettes and that kind of thing. And I remember, because I studied when I was in school, kind of the whole evolution of cigarettes and blah blah blah, and part of it was I polled our particular class, and of the 30 people that were in the class, only maybe 4 or 5 of them actually smoked, whereas, had it been maybe in the 90s, it would have probably been the whole class. So I think we are getting there to the point to where the cigarette thing can kind of die out. Yeah,
gotcha. All right, well, that was my little 2 cents on that.
But you also have to think about it, is everybody has their own vice. You know what I mean? Somebody may be very healthy and eat very healthy and exercise, but they smoke. You know what I mean? And it's no better or worse than somebody that doesn't get off their ass and fucking eats Taco Bell every night just because they don't smoke. You know what I mean? Like, it's horrible for your heart.
Right.
So I think it's all in how you kind of look at it.
I don't have any vices.
Right. You don't have what?
Vices?
I don't think...
that mouth.
Mouth. You think cursing is a vice? No, I think it's an endearing trait. Thank you. I don't know how to speak without saying fuck. I'm sorry. I just don't know how.
But I'm the same way. To be completely honest, I am the exact same way.
What?
Like, for real. I mean, I just curse every 2 seconds. I
don't go to a client meeting and start saying fuck, or, obviously it has to be in the right context. On this show, my show, or in, around friends or family even, it's fine. But I don't just say it out, nowhere. Of course, I'm obviously not a complete monster. I have some tact.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, I'm the same. But
like,
I mean, if
he's at Target, they're like, paper or plastic. He's like, fucking plastic.
Well, then it's appropriate, right?
I can see Donovan if he had, just like, are you gonna eat some fucking cereal? Like, I don't know. I
say that.
Some shit.
Oh God.
But no, I'm the same. I mean, I'm in my car and I curse all the time.
Oh yeah.
Driving.
You probably have road rage.
I'm cussing everybody. I probably do. I'm cussing everybody on the road. So. Moving on to another topic. This is a topic that I really want to touch base on. And Donovan said we talked about this a little bit a few weeks ago, but we kind of did. But I want to
expound on that.
Reiterate, and plus, kind of steer it just a little different.
Okay.
Because I've noticed this over the weekend, and then we get into our ratchet entertainment topics.
Okay.
But so I was at Starbucks this weekend. And I go in the drive-thru, but the line was wrapped around the fucking building. Thank you, Starbucks, for making me walk inside. So I went inside and I placed my order, and there were 2 women sitting in the corner, like right next to where you pick up your coffee, whatever. And they were having this conversation about some guy. Now, me looking, hearing about it, just overhearing it, I really didn't put much thought into it because, I mean, there were a lot of people in there talking and socializing, whatever. Mm-hmm. So as I was waiting for my coffee, there was a lady talking about a guy that she had recently met and that she was really into, but she didn't like the fact that he had different interests than what she was into. Now, when I heard that, once again, I didn't think much of it because when you meet someone new, I mean, you're possibly going to meet someone who has different interests than what you're in. Mm-hmm. That's almost a given. So again, I didn't think anything to it. But then her friend had the nerve to say, well, she said, well, he's into like the arts and that type of thing. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, and she was like, well, I don't know, maybe he's gay. And I'm like, here we go. Mm-hmm. Here we go. I'm like, you throw out one thing and someone assumes that someone is gay. And it made me come to a topic like this. Now, a lot of people do this, men and women, but I see predominantly women doing this. And women, I need y'all to stop with this bull.